My goodness, that was hard.
So I take on the role as unofficial mounted police. Like I'm grafting, I'm hustling all the time against his will. I'm relying too much on caffeine at the moment. It absorbs better into your brain. Ah, still dark. The secret is I put my riding stuff on over the top of my gym stuff so that when I go out and turn the horses out, when I go and turn the horses out, I can literally run into the car, strip off. I'm still in my riding coat, but I will take this off now and then we're running into the gym. Also, it's just started to rain and I've just put Violet out in a really crap rug. Whoops.
This one, toffee. That's how I like putting it. Okay? But it's enjoyable.
So basically I do something called stages cycle. At the gym, I only go to classes and that includes weights and stuff, but like I've realised I'm so programmed from college and just dance classes in general to like turning up, and if it's hard you kind of compartmentalise where you are, you just get through, and I just push harder. There is no way I'd work as hard as I do in a class, oh God, my voice, than I do in a than I would in a gym. Now we've got to go home because we've got to get on board. I say we. I've got to get on board. The horse. Can't speak. I've got my tea here, so I've got my morning cup of tea, and then I'll just run in, put something on top, and then get riding because my friend is getting there for 8. It's 5:02. There's no rest for my kid.
Two families who are used to getting their own way. Recognition comes picking up a rook straw.
I think it's a pretty good idea.
Pilot schemes.
The UK from New Cross Gates, both Crystal Palace and West Croydon.
Oh, look who it is.
It's a snowboard freak. Ross is part of our ski group, but he's a snowboarder, but he comes up to the yard to do some work now and again. And then now and again he gets roped in to do horses against his will. I gotta bet everyone's tacked up apart from me. Let's go. My face is not cooled down yet from the spin. Sorry, don't get in a huff, you've had a hay net. A whole hay net. Morning. I got my thing on.
Oh no.
Oh no. This is the look. Gorgeous. A bit of an unplanned lunch this morning. Tamsin full of beans. So I was like, right, you want to work? Let's work. So before we go out for a hag, just giving her a quick lunch. Don't know who's more out of breath, me or the horse.
The whole gang.
Oh my God. Thank you. Oh! He's okay, he's swimming. He's swimming.
You're like, I've actually got 2 horses you can feed carrots to. Oh, kisses.
So, as part of our hack, we have just come down. It's not a main road, it's actually just a standard road through some houses. However, London traffic, some people don't understand agricultural etiquette and drive very fast past horses. So I take on the role as unofficial mounted police, and I like to think that I am very good at it. I just smile, because I think, well, if you're smiling, people are hopefully going to smile back and if they're miserable. And then I'll be like, thank you, really animated, or it's slow down. But on all seriousness, it's really dangerous, because the thing is, if they spook, like, it's ideally a good distance away from the horses, driving at 10 miles an hour. It's not difficult, you can still get about your day. Normally they're all good as gold, but you never know, there could be a bag, there could be a leaf on the side of the road, and they spook and we end up flying into a car. That is the unofficial role that I take on the roads around here.
I'll hold the Osmo.
Oh my God.
I've done it before. How bad can it be? Don't be such a prick. Hugo. So, how are your legs feeling after spin and the hack?
They are borderline not okay. Actually, when I was trotting, they were shaking. However, I'm going to have the best legs this summer. I worked hard in spin, by the way, like really hard. Oh, and I did a class last night. I did like a body combat class again. So my back is killing me, my legs are killing me, and now let's see if I can get off actually.
Tamsin is not impressed.
Well, it's starting to warm up, which is good news. I am going to crack on and fill some hay nets, muck out, because if I start talking to this, I'll never get anything done.
Stall now. That's it for me. James O'Brien's the other side of the news here on LBC. I'm with you tomorrow morning from 7. Meantime, stay safe.
Operational for the duration of this agreement. If you think you can trust Nigel Farage, just have a little look at some of the stuff he said about Brexit. But it doesn't really matter what he does. Amoral. By his own account, a serial sex offender.
Exhausted. Right, the time is 11:20. It's quite late. This is the thing that happens when I have to ride as well. And bearing in mind, I'm only riding one horse at the moment because the other one is still on Christmas holidays, and I'm probably not going to ride her or do anything with it until I've sold the other one. And then came back and had some breakfast. So now I'm going to kind of dehorse. Breakfast, had 2 boiled eggs, some more protein, brilliant. To add on to my protein shake that I had earlier. And then now I'm just going to dehorse, get ready, and try not to procrastinate because I've got plenty to do today. Something a bit more exciting later on at 2 o'clock, but I'm trying my hardest not to get distracted and start cleaning because I'll be like, oh, I just need to mop the floors, or I need to start hoovering. Whereas, as a matter of fact, I have other things that I could be doing and I can start cleaning later. My florist, Lidl. Little daffs in little pots, and then I just cleaned up my terracotta pots that were sadly rotting outside because of the weather. I normally, when it gets to springtime, then spruce up all my pots and actually make them look like they're loved out there. Alexa, what's the time?
It's 12:41 p.m.
Okay, I've just realised that in an hour I have an interview with a local radio station just about how I got into what I'm doing. And what I'm doing essentially in racing. But then I also have this to learn. So I've learned part of it. This is my script for the ROR Awards, which is this Saturday, and I'm so excited to be hosting it. There is a lot of ad-lib in there, but of course I have to learn the running order, the different awards. I will be learning this today, and I think I'll show you actually how I pick up scripts. So it's exactly the same as how I would read like an acting script. Not that I do that all the time, but I did a couple of acting workshops last year, and I hadn't done any since college. And it was quite cool because there was a producer from EastEnders, so it was how to learn an EastEnders script. And completely going off topic here, but with soaps, it's a really quick turnaround. So it's short, but you haven't got a great deal to learn for each scene really, which means you can churn out more episodes. And I'm quite quick at picking up scripts. We'll go into this later because I need to like have a coffee and get ready to prep for this radio station. Then we'll talk all things script. Around all over the place here, but you'll get an idea of how my brain works. It's wild. Welcome to the coffee machines. We have a Sage coffee machine, which definitely needs a clean. And this Brian bought from eBay, secondhand, and fixed it. But then from a house that he just refurbished, they left 2 Nespresso machines. So I've adopted one of them. So I've got some pods, and I like this one because the coffee isn't as strong. What I mean by that is the pods that I buy for it isn't that strong, whereas the Sage coffee machine produces rocket power fuel, and then my brain just goes pew. I've got my grind tin, so I do like to grind coffee. I go into the shop if I'm going Shoreditch way, which is actually quite rare, to be honest. But yeah, I've just ran out of all my grind pods, so I've got some Starbucks blonde roast. Okay, you don't need to see this because it's going to take forever. Dark chocolate. Okay, barista skills. I once worked in a coffee shop, you know. Don't judge me, I know you are. Welcome to my, I was going to say my office, Brian would go nuts. It's his office, but welcome to my desk. It's like an office slash storage, fine china collection. We have got our alcohol from my party, so it's a bit like a wine cellar in here. Everything's everywhere. Oh, and then Brian's clothes, because there's no place in the wardrobe for his stuff anymore because I've taken up the whole space. I've done a few, and it's quite a different experience than interviewing someone because it's suddenly about you. And then it's like, oh, I always say to people, like, I'm definitely not where I want to be. Like, I'm grafting, I'm hustling all the time. So I think the journey is important, and hopefully through these vlogs I can share that with you guys as well. My journey, what I do, the graft that I put in.
Let me get up the email. Who's it from? Good question. What was the guy called? With that being said, please do me a favour and please subscribe, please like, and please follow me on other platforms. I promise I will deliver at some point. I've just realised how much of a mess it is in here. Right, that is the podcast over. I had a quick snackette before just to give me some energy. I have to feed my brain basically and make sure I eat correctly, because if I don't, I get brain fog. No, hang on. Brain fog. There we go. Right, let's go over this script. Do I need another cup of tea? No. I'm relying too much on caffeine at the moment. So I print it out, importantly, and I will then go through all the bits that I need to say, and I will highlight it so that I know what I need to say. I will then do a read through, and then I will cut it up into segments so that, for example, when I do the introduction, my next segment will be, it's touching upon how it's at Cheltenham, so I might have in another list key words, so that if I do get lost, I can look down and go, oh yeah, so it's a prompt basically. I will probably record myself. So I will record myself saying all the bits and pieces that I need to, and then I will listen to that. So if I'm in the car, I will listen to it. I have before gone to sleep and had it playing in my ears in some headphones. I mean, if you have a recording and you play it as you're going to sleep, it goes into your subconsciousness. It absorbs better into your brain. It's 4 o'clock, I'm not gonna lie to you, I just had a 20-minute nap. I'm really, really tired. So all I need to do is catch the horses in. 3 mares, 1 gelding. This is my best hack, shall we say. I put this super long riding coat on. This is from Rydale, and it's like to my ankles. And then I put my wellies on, and then I don't have to get changed. Sometimes in the morning when I turn out at 6:30, if I can't be bothered to muck out and say I've got a job or I'm doing something where I don't need to do it till later, I won't. I will put this over top of my pyjamas and go out. We're ready for duty. Okay kids, who's first? Come on then. She wants to come in on a mission. Are you alright? No? Get me in now, horse 2. Alexa, turn the down lights on. Time for a cup of tea. We're going to have a decaf tea. Come on laptop, wake up. Right, we're back indoors. And after my little 20-minute cat nap, I feel like I'm awake. So for the rest of the afternoon, I am going to continue editing various bits and pieces from vlogs, starting editing my personal project that I was doing, which is my long form content where I go behind the scenes at racing yards basically, and I make it my own. So it's like a behind the scenes but with an added bajazz to it. I also think it's important to say, by the way, that this isn't my day every day. As a freelancer, work is there, then it's not there, and I'm chasing opportunities and I'm trying to make my own opportunities. So today, yes, I'm busy. I'm focused on my fitness and exercising the horse to sell, but then other bits and pieces like being interviewed or learning from a script or whatever, it's different all the time. Sometimes I'm emailing, sometimes I literally have such a mental block that I cannot physically do anything, and it's just an ongoing battle in my brain to continue to be like, come on, you can do this, you can do this. But listen, one day it's going to pay off. Slowly but surely I'm climbing that ladder. And also, just to say as well, the amount of times that I've sort of said to myself, oh, it's so unfair because some people just get handed stuff on a plate. And then me and my friend were talking about this the other day, and we were actually saying that we are going to be so grateful for when we make it and start regularly working and in the fields that we want to be and getting to where we want to be, because we have waited, we have grafted. And even though sometimes I feel envious to the people that were handed things on a plate, I just feel like they're probably not as grateful as I would be. I see people on jobs and I'm like, now I wouldn't behave like that. I'm on the train, I'm on the journey, and I'm getting there. So that is all that matters. I just have to keep going. Anyway, that is my sign off for the afternoon. I'm going to get cracking with my editing, so stay tuned for my next video. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today. I am shattered. I'll see you all again soon. Woo, hot. Goodbye.